Get your Coke nose ready and your Star Wars defense activated, because we're here today to talk about 1983, the most important date in the Higurashi timeline. If you want to know why, stay tuned to the video. Get your 8-ball ready.
Into sound.
Shall we play?
Get ready to play some more games, because it's 1983, a frantic year with nuclear war, threats, greed, neo-capitalistic corruption, and in a time of great anxiety and paranoia. In the height of the Cold War, Reagan jokes about Gorbachev, while a young girl from Maine, being a peacekeeper to America, Russia, and Japan, is one of the first Americans that's a non-government official, is one of the biggest peacekeepers in the world, speaking to Gorbachev about the fears of nuclear war, as well as Queen Elizabeth and Ronald Reagan. Humans are the most contradictory creatures. We tend to repeat history.
Largest force in Grenada was the 82nd Airborne Division. Troops from the 82nd were involved in the assault on Calvigny Barracks and in several minor skirmishes. They also played a key role in providing security after the fighting ended. By the end of the operation, the multinational force had captured more than 600.
Based off the light novel and sound novel of the same name, it centers around Keiichi, who moves to a small town, Himizawa, a isolated village out in the middle of nowhere. After wandering around a junkyard and speaking to a photographer, he discovers that there was a murder from a year prior. See, 1983 was also a year of unbalance and chaos and anxiety for Japan as well, from the former Prime Minister being charged for accepting bribes from the Lockheed incident, a U.S. aircraft company, paying off government officials in foreign countries to accept them as the major leagues, to Disneyland Tokyo, which was, it's great on the surface.
Here's American industrial robots telling the history of Japan, programmed not to mention World War II.
But in the original promotion and concept of it was kind of a propagandist meaning. But with many people in the cities accepting this change, people in towns and villages, as you probably know yourselves, are not as quick to adapt to the environment. They feel the negative effects of it first. From businesses going under, from the younger generations moving to the city or other countries, all in the result of progress. The older people feeling sort of left behind. They don't want to leave the village. They don't want to change from their traditions. The most, without spoiling anything in the show, Rika is sort of embodiment of progress herself, being someone from the younger generation, but also being a shrine maiden. To being also the catalyst of what all conspires throughout the show of Higurashi.
俺はサトシのことは何も知らない。みんな隠してたからな。
そんなつもりじゃ。
仲間ってのは隠し事なんかなしだろ。そうだろ。だからお前らは仲間じゃない。
明日学校休んじゃ嫌だよ。
It's all sort of,
腹があることを私は知っ
based
た。
around
だから私はあなたと共に戦おう。何度でもその先の未来。
you fold the whole entire thing. Rika is a link to the past and the future in a lot of different ways, and symbolic as well as, you know, and other reasons. And it's us as the viewer, or Keiju themselves, trying to connect the puzzles and the mystery that's behind this village. It's kind of very representative. The 80s was a very strange period. For, you know, even for the sake of nostalgia point, we're dealing with, you know, technology, everything advancing from, or to prior to that, everything, you know, being set 20 years in the past. A lot of towns, even in America, the last of the rotary phones just disappeared in 1983. So it was kind of the final moments of the traditionalist, or whatever ways to, you know, that you want to describe it as. So should you watch Higurashi? I definitely would recommend it. But next time that you're watching the show, whether it's the recent version that's out now, or you're taking a look at one of the other two shows, take a look at the date, and take a look at the events that happened within that year, and look at the events that are happening now. This may, you know, what you may be watching as an anime, but history always tends to repeat itself, and again, and again. Hi guys, thanks for watching the video. If you want to support us, like and subscribe. It really helps us out. And share it out. Our special shout out to someone is Natalie Hunter. She does ReZero, and she's now recently doing a playthrough of Higurashi. So to celebrate it, go check it out. Until then, I'm going to find out why my neck is itchy.